Hey guys, so today I'm actually going to be doing two fragrance reviews. I'm going to be doing a review on the Amouage Reflection 45 for man and also the original Amouage Reflection for man. So I'm going to show you both what they look like. So I'm going to start off with the original Reflection. So this is how it comes. That's the bottle. It sits in that base. That's the bottle. So the front and the back are actually see-through, and you can see the juice through the glass. But the side panels are like a solid silver, so you wouldn't be able to see through that. That's the cap, and then you've got like the lilac, light purplish diamond in the cap. The cap is not magnetic, so you kind of have to press it on, and that's how the original Reflection is. The Reflection 45 is slightly different. So again, it sits in the same base. This one though, the bottle it is kind of see-through, so you can see the juice through the glass. But the bottle is actually double bottled, if that makes sense. So it's got like a double bottle inside. Also, it's got the name here, Reflection 45, whereas on the original one it doesn't have the name Reflection on there. Similar things, so it's got the light purple diamond inside, it's got the crown on the cap, and also it's got like this little pendant across the bottle as well. If you ask me which bottle I like out of the two, definitely going to say I prefer the Reflection 45 bottle. I definitely think it's a lot prettier, and it's heavier as well actually. So I'm going to start off with my review for the Amouage Reflection 45 for man. So this was actually launched in 2021, which is just this year. It's described as an amber spicy fragrance for men. It's selling for £390 directly from Amouage's website. Where it says 45, it basically means that there's 45% concentration of perfume oil in this fragrance. So you can expect it to be thicker and longer lasting as well. So I actually sprayed this on myself as well, and I sprayed the original Reflection on me too, but I also sprayed it on testing strips as well. And if you can see, I'm just going to show you because I've got the strips still here with me. These are the two that I sprayed it on. This is the Reflection 45 for man, and this is the original Reflection. So as you can see on this one, there's not really a stain, if that makes sense, but on this one you can see the stain of where I've sprayed it, and because that's obviously got more concentration of perfume oil in the fragrance. So I just wanted to show you that because I thought that was quite important too. So I'm going to go back to the Reflection 45. So I'm going to start off with the notes. So the top notes in the Reflection 45 are juniper berries, clary sage, benzoin, lavender, cardamom and pink pepper. The mid notes are jasmine, neroli, angelica, iris, tonka bean and vanilla. And the base notes are olibanum, patchouli, cedar, opoponax, myrrh, sandalwood and vetiver. So the notes in this are quite different to the original Reflection, and I'll tell you the notes in the original Reflection when I do the review for that in a second. But obviously this one appears to be more complex because it's got a lot more inside the fragrance. So when I first sprayed this fragrance, immediately I could feel the spice, and it gives you like very warm vibes. After about 2 minutes though, the strength of the cardamom specifically starts to go down and the scent becomes a little less spicy. After about 20 minutes, you start to smell a little bit of the original Reflection, and actually I thought that it was a cross between the original Reflection and quite similar to the Epic Man by Amouage as well. As I said, the Reflection 45 and the original Reflection are kind of different, but they do have some similar notes. So throughout its fragrance journey, you will find that at some points they do smell quite similar, and on the other points you'll notice that they actually smell quite different. Projection wise, the 45 is really good. You can smell it at least 1 to 2 meters away. I agree that this is definitely a man scent, and I think it's more suitable for the autumn winter season because of the spice that it has. So now I'm going to move on to the original Reflection. So this is the original Reflection for man. This was actually launched in 2007, and it's actually defined as a woody floral musk fragrance. And this one is being sold directly at Amouage for £190. So as I mentioned earlier, compared to the Reflection 45, the original Reflection is a little less complex than the 45. So if I start with the notes, so the top notes in the original Reflection are rosemary, pink pepper and petite grain. The mid notes are jasmine, neroli, orris root, and yang yang, and the base notes are sandalwood, vetiver, cedar, and patchouli. So already you can see similarities between the two. In the mid notes, they've both got the jasmine and the neroli, and in the base notes, they've both got the sandalwood, the cedar, and the patchouli. So when I first sprayed the original Reflection, I didn't find it spicy like the Reflection 45. It was more floral and woody. You get the sandalwood right from the start with a mix of like some sort of white flower smell. If I actually describe the original Reflection, it's like having a bouquet of flowers in a vase that's made completely out of sandalwood. After about 10 minutes, the scent in the original Reflection actually becomes stronger. But the 45, some might say that the 45 Reflection is actually stronger, but I thought it wasn't stronger. I thought it was more dense, if that makes sense. So it appears stronger, but it actually feels a little bit more heavier in scent. So with the Reflection 45 original, after about 20 minutes, the sandalwood kind of goes into the background and the scent becomes more floral and musky. The projection with the original Reflection is also very good. You can smell it 1 to 2 meters away. In terms of season suitability with the original Reflection, so if you're wearing it in autumn or winter, it has to be sunny. And if you're wearing it in spring or summer, there has to be like a cold breeze, like in the early morning, for example. So I think you can understand what I'm trying to say, that, you know, if the climate is cold, there has to be a sun somewhere. And if it's sunny, then there has to be like a light breeze somewhere. So that's the kind of vibes that it gives. Like it's got the woodiness in it, and it's got the floral in it as well. So it actually makes it a year-round scent, but you just have to be careful that you don't want it to be too hot or too sunny or too humid when you're wearing this, for example. So both of the fragrances, 12 hours later, you can still smell the fragrance on your clothes. The 45 actually remains more dense than the original Reflection, even 12 hours later. But projection-wise, I think they are both exactly the same. At the 12-hour mark, both actually smell quite similar, but you can tell in the Reflection 45 that there's a lot more going on in the fragrance, if that makes sense. And I think that that's what makes it dense. Like, you've got the combination of the sandalwood, the cedar, the patchouli, with a background of vanilla as well. Whereas in the original Reflection, you don't have the vanilla. In the original Reflection, the scent remains the same. You know, with the woody and the floral scent, where you've got the sandalwood and the patchouli with jasmine in the background instead. So on that basis, I'd recommend the original Reflection for men for men aged 30 onwards, and the 45 Reflection, I'd recommend it for the older generation. But out of the two, I would say that I like the original Reflection more than the Reflection 45. I think the original Reflection would actually be more suitable for my husband, and I think that if he wore this, then I would definitely be attracted to him more compared to if he wore the 45 Reflection. So yeah, on that basis, I would definitely say that the original Reflection is more of our type. So that's my review of the two, where I've compared both of them together. If I have missed anything out and you do have any questions, please drop it in the comments box below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.